Little sun peeking through. We expect a little more sunshine here as we go through the day. That's the Primetime Audio Video East State Street Cam. And coming up this weekend at Harlem High School, the Rock River Valley Train Show is taking over Harlem High School. And we've got Marty Hendricks and Gary Loisel with us to show off some of what you can see, a small bit of what you can see. Marty, how many? We'll start with you.
A lot of small things to see.
How many trains, how many setups are you going to have here at Harlem?
The field house there is like 43,000 square feet.
You'll fill it.
And we do fill it. About half of it is vendors, and the other half will be layouts and museums and clubs and stuff.
A few running trains too, I'm sure.
A few, yeah. Some of these, a couple of layouts. This is like a 1x1, and this is 1x2. They'll be like 20 feet by 40 feet.
Oh wow, those are large.
Very large.
Or the one I'm bringing is 1 foot wide and 8 feet long.
Oh,
It's
so
actually
1
a
foot.
switching, yeah.
You get both ends of the spectrum.
1 foot wide, yeah.
So
Okay.
there'll be all kinds of real, it's a family event. I mean, even if you don't want to buy model railroad stuff, bring the kids, they'll love it. For
They will.
$5 for adult, it's the best entertainment value this weekend, I think.
Yeah, and it starts at 10 o'clock both Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
Now, Gary, you got one of these.
Well, that's for this, yes.
That's for this little 1x1
pretty
here,
impressive.
this little thing. First place in the 12 by 12, 12 inch by 12 inch, lead mine branch line from Gary Loisel, a master designer here, first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it said 12 by 12 this way. They didn't say this way. So now over here on this side is the mine.
Okay.
So they're actually down there working.
They're
That's the
working in the
creativity
mine
that
down in the
wins.
front.
Right.
Now, what
What does it take to become a master designer?
No.
Because having that title is
It's-
pretty intense.
It's Master Model Railroad.
Master Model
MMR.
Railroad.
Yeah, okay.
It took me approximately 30 years,
Oh my gosh.
okay?
You could do it a little quicker, but
Well, yeah.
It's going to take 30 years. We've stuck with it now.
The detail on this, I mean, the little mine guys here, where do you even find little mine guys?
There's vendors in
They're, okay.
they'll be at the
available,
show.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
They'll be
yes.
just, okay. Are they going to help with setup or are they probably?
It would be nice.
How much of this is handmade as well? Because you can't get everything from a vendor, nor do I think some people want to. You want to make it pretty
Let's
custom.
talk about this
Well,
one here.
Okay. This, if you can see the trestle, okay, one of the
Yeah.
requirements for Master Model Railroader is structures. 12 structures, okay?
Okay.
At least one of them has to be a bridge or trestle.
Oh, man.
Very
Okay.
specific requirements.
Well, yeah, and then they have to be judged, which can be pretty intense. And this is my trestle. Well, once I got it judged, what am I going to do with it? Because this is different than my layout at home.
Okay.
Okay. The trestle, for example, is all scratch built. I counted up. There's 95 ties across
Wow.
for the rails.
Teeny tiny.
Each rail-
95.
Each rail has 2 spikes, so there's four,
A lot of detail.
almost 400 spikes
There is,
on there.
there, in that little,
In that,
Yes.
it's so tiny. I can't even imagine
do you-
the
okay.
delicate
Because,
hand you have
well,
to have.
they have things called optivisors.
oh, okay.
That would help, I would assume.
That helps quite a bit. And it's just
Okay.
patience in getting it done. I didn't know what to do with the trestle, so I thought, well, let's do this.
Okay.
So the other thing, part of the program is cars, rolling stock. So if you look at the bottom of this, that's scratch built
Also,
from the bottom up.
All
The
the detail.
people
great
need to see
detail,
this.
yeah.
That detail
Oh, yeah.
is impeccable.
Yeah.
so this is what you built this car here either,
Yes.
huh? Okay.
Yes.
And so all by hand as well.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Couplers and trucks are.
The couplers and trucks are exempt.
Okay.
Okay, but yeah, all the decking boards, you do those individually so you can stain them individually.
Okay.
And get the different
You got to
texture.
paint them
You
too?
have to do everything.
Yeah, that was
Man.
just, yeah. And then the decal, the decals on the side,
Oh, man.
so that's all part of it.
This plus more.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
But-
and
but-
you got some 20 by 40 displays you
Yeah.
mentioned.
Well, and typically they don't go quite that into detail, but
Gary's
it's still
The
very
master's
impressive.
here. You have to.
He's MWR for master for a reason
And
here.
then,
so-
like on this, if you want to sit on that side, you can hear the water.
Sound.
Oh
You can
my
hear the
goodness.
sound effects.
Yeah.
There's sound, there's water. Is the birds chirping? There's birds chirping.
Yeah, that could, yeah, okay.
That's incredible.
On the one that I'm going to bring to the show, I've got flashing lights for welding inside.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and then there's a wood
Just a casual thing.
yeah, no problem.
And you
Wood
know,
shop and a metal shop where there's banging and clanging and that kind of stuff.
My goodness, that is incredible.
And now with all the high-end electronics, the locomotives, you can hear the engines starting, the bells, the whistles, the lights.
I
It's-
can imagine how much
it's-
it's changed over just the time that you've been into it and
Yes. Oh,
starting
yeah.
to work on it.
So these are some of the many ornate stationary displays you'll see, but will have all kinds of gauge
Operating
and models,
layouts.
operating layouts.
Right.
Plenty of those as well, right?
Right.
Yes, and some very big ones.
We also
ones.
have door prizes. So 4 lucky young adults under 12 will have the opportunity to win a layout or a little
Oh, nice.
starter
That's
setup.
a
Starter
great,
kit, yeah.
great prize.
And we also have regular door prizes for adults. So yeah, it's
Bring the younger
bring
ones.
the kids,
And get there
come on
early.
out. It's for $5 an adult. I don't know what you can't hardly buy popcorn for that kind of money.
No,
Yeah,
you can't, for sure. Not in a movie theater, that's for sure.
I could triple the price there.
Right.
But, and it's all and now you have all these Harlem's on spring break, so you get your run of the field house, right?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons the dates we pick is
So you get a little time to make sure everything fits where you want it to
Good,
fit.
good
huh?
planning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll all be, man, you look at that shot and you look like it's a shot of a real scene outside.
picture, it's a photograph,
and it's
but it's
about,
a miniature.
It's about
right. Bring your
6
cameras
inches.
if you want to take some pictures.
Yeah,
too.
and because I'm sure there's plenty to, certainly that's eye-catching, that's
And
for
how
sure.
often do you get to see this up close without glass in between? Because I feel like when you're at a museum, you have to like press your face up against it.
Well, once a year at our show. Yeah.
Well, check it out. Thank you, Gary, for sharing some of your creations
Yes.
with us, and thank you, Marty. It is the Rock River Valley Train Show this weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Harlem High School. Doors open both days at 10 o'clock, and it runs a $5 admission. For more information on the club itself, the local division, it's rrvd-nmra.org, and that's where you go if you want to get into training. This is certainly the come to the show this weekend, and that's the organization to get started with. Thank you, gentlemen. Look at that.
I know, I gotta leave with that shot.
We'll be right back.
Thank you.